Doll here. Just want to give a shout out to all of those who gave Jer and I a happy anniversary message. And just an FYI, it's not the wedding anniversary that we were celebrating. It was actually the anniversary of when he proposed to me. You see, I met him July the 27th on my flight. I told him then I didn't want to go out with him. Very persistent. Don't forget, he is in sales. And by the end of the flight, I gave him my number. I did call him when I get in, like he asked, and that was on the 28th. I told him, no, I don't want to go out now. I'm just resting. I just came from flying. So I said, we can go out on the 29th. We can go out for lunch, and just be aware, I'm letting all my girlfriends know I'm going out with this person I just met on my flight. So I just want you to know they have your number. Anyway, he picked me up. We went out to lunch, and he's taking all these notes. So I'm like, what are you doing? He said, I'm interviewing you. Interviewing me for what? He said, I'm interviewing you. I told God in 1999, this year 2000, by the way, at the time, in November of 99, I want to get remarried. And he says, you're like the fifth person I'm interviewing. I said, you can't interview me. I'm not looking to be married. I almost got married a couple of months ago. And he's like, well, you're not supposed to be looking. I'm the man. I'm supposed to be pursuing. And I like to pursue you. I said, well, I want to be pursued, sir. But I'll be right back. I got to go to the ladies' room. I went to the ladies' room and called my girlfriend up. I told her, this guy's all about, a person by the people they meet. Well, I want you to show up because I want him to meet you, to show him my friends. He said, you know who a person is by their friends that they associate with and the books they read. Well, I discovered that I discovered we were reading both of the same books. He had books on how to keep his marriage together, and I have books on how to make my marriage work. Guess what? Neither one of our marriages had worked with the previous spouses. So it was funny how we had all of the same books. So I told him when we finished eating dinner, hey, my girlfriend's going to come over. I'd like you to meet her because you said you know a person by the friends they have and associate with. So I just want you to meet a friend and the people I associate with. And I said, you said you were with Zach's investment. You were an investment broker. And he's like, yeah. I said, well, guess what? She is with American Express. She's a financial analyst. I think that'd be a great opportunity for you to meet her. So she came over and they were talking, having tea. And all of a sudden he says, oh, by the way, do you mind leaving? And she's like, what? I thought he was rude. He said he wasn't. He said, well, I actually came here to talk to Doll. And so she ended up leaving. And then he said to me, was that a setup? I said, of course it was. My name is Dolly. You ever heard of Holo Dolly? She was a matchmaker. He said, do you really think I need help meeting somebody? I'm like, I don't know, but you know what? I'm very good at putting people together. Didn't you think you had a lot in common? He says, no. He said, look, I got to go. He says, I have no time for this. I'm looking to pursue you towards marriage. I said, well, can we just date? He said, I don't date. I said, you don't date, I said. He says, no, I'm looking to pursue you towards marriage. He said, I got to go. That's how he is, by the way. He's very, very abrupt at times and just a matter of fact, just, anyway, he left. I was sort of like, I gave him a call. I said, hey, so you want to talk with me? You want to pursue me towards marriage? He said, yeah. I said, okay. I had no intentions of getting married, but I liked him. I just wanted to go out to have fun and have dinner. So we talked for hours on the phone every day. The telephone bills back in the day, was ridiculous. The long distance calls. Anyway, he ended up flying all during August. He kept talking about marriage. I just listened to him, not taking him seriously. But he flew in September 1st from Chicago to Washington. Anyway, he asked me to marry him. I'm like, what? He said, we've been talking. I said, oh. I'm like, yeah, you were talking about, not me. I says, no, I can't. By the end of the day, I had said yes. Then I said, well, we can get married in 2001. Because you see, would have been the ninth person that would try to have married me. And I would always back out of those marriages. My ex-husband asked me to marry him so fast, I didn't get a chance to back out. I wish I had. So I figured, I'll go along with this. We can get married in 2001. And all of a sudden he says, no, that's too long. I said, too long? I just met you. He says, no, I want to get married in December. I said, I can't get married in December. I was married December before. He says, fine. November. I'm like, November? Guess what? We got married November 5th. And he's the type of person he likes to celebrate, which is a blessing. So he's been actually celebrating our union since July 27th. Up, it's still continuing on, by the way, until November the 5th. So that's what we were celebrating yesterday, was the engagement, him proposing to me. So thank you all for being involved. And I did ask God, who is this guy? God said, that's your husband, marry him. So I married him out of faith. God was the matchmaker. I really wasn't ready to be married then. I'm telling you, God knows what he's doing. He's been quite a great guy, great friend, great husband, wonderful person. Oh, Dolly, you and Jerry had such a great marriage. Let me just tell you, Jesus takes the wheel a lot of the time. As you know, I am a strong personality. And guess what? He is too. So we have a negotiator. We have a referee. His name is Jesus. And we both have to submit to him. So I don't know how people make their marriage work without God. It takes a lot of negotiating, a lot of conversations. And on that note, let me talk about the weight loss. That's what this video is supposed to be about anyway. So all of those of the team, I didn't, well, you don't know, but I didn't take my measurement yesterday, though I told everyone where to take our measurements on Monday. I was so focused on getting myself out the house to have a great time. I overindulged in the food, but the good news is I weighed the same amount as I did yesterday. I only had one shake yesterday because I knew I was going to feast that evening. And then I took the metabolism boosters, the 3 pills. I call them my skinny pills. I did take that with the meal. And I only turned up having to have lost 0 pounds, but I'm still what I was yesterday, which is great. Because the reality of it all, after the cleanse, you should only lose about 1 to 2 pounds a week. You don't want to lose more than that. Okay? Some people do end up losing more. And it's usually people who are a bit even heavier. They seem to somehow lose more weight faster at the beginning. It then begins to taper off. So I took the measurements today, and most of you have done the same thing. I sent you all your little charts, and I'm going to show you. So these are the charts I sent out to everyone. Okay, let's turn this back around. There we go. Right there. And the measurement chart was tell you to take a measurement of your chest, your neck, your hips, your waist, your abs, your right and left arm, right and left thighs, right and left calves, right and left knees. Okay, so I did mine today. If I did it yesterday, it might have been even less. I might have lost, might show that I've lost more. I don't know. But I actually lost 14.5 inches totally as of last week. I lost 2 inches actually off of my hips. I lost 3 inches in my waistline, and I lost 3.5 inches in my stomach area, abdomen. And I had not even taken the leucine shake yet. So this week we're starting on the leucine shake, and those shakes has the ingredients to burn the fat, to help build the muscles, which actually weighs more usually. That's why we're going to focus on the inches, and help rev up your metabolism. And so I expect to lose even more next week. Don't forget, with these charts that I sent you, you to be drinking lots of water. With the supplements that you're taking, and keep a track of all the meals you're taking, and the exercise every other day. You can actually work out every day if you want to. You like walking or you're biking, but when it comes to the weightlifting, you do need a day of rest on each sections of whatever muscles you happen to be working. Because if you overwork and they don't get to be rested, to be able to be chance to build back up, after you turn down the the muscle fibers and get a chance to repair and heal, you can actually end up being flabbier. So you need to actually do it every other day, except for your stomach area, okay? And the squats, you can do squats every day, okay? But I'm talking about your bicep and triceps, those areas, and even your calves. So keep plugging away. Keep believing that you're going to see the effect. How your mindset is very important. Don't go by the scales. I tell you this because I'm the type of person, I used to have an eating disorder. I was bulimic. And people with eating disorders, in their minds, they can never be skinny enough. If you have, you are like pencil thin, but when you look in the mirror and your mind's eyes, you see yourself as looking heavier. You're the only person that sees it that way. So do not go by what you see in the mirror. Go by real truth, okay? Because you don't want to be skinny. You want to be fit. You want to be fit and healthy and well. So work on the physical, the emotional, your spiritual. You want to be healthy, well-rounded individual. And that does contribute to a happy, fulfilled life. On that note, I think I've talked too much. I got to get my workout shoes in and start exercising right now. And just have a fit and fabulous day. Make sure you keep all the negativity out of your spirit. Do not get in arguments with people. It's not worth it. Give people the freedom to believe what they want to believe. Agree to disagree. And everybody has liberty to be who they are. Don't go around berating people or making fun of people. It's just not right. I don't like to see people make fun of anyone. I'm going to just be honest with you. It hurts my soul to see people really make fun of Joe Biden the way they do about his mental capacity. And I have fear because when people do this, be very careful what you say about other people, because in the spirit realm, you do reap what you sow. So sow kindness so you can reap a whirlwind of kindness. But being cruel and mean, you will reap that eventually. It does come back to bite you in the butt. Okay? So just be aware. We all are different, and we can actually agree to disagree. And let people have the liberty to vote for who they want to vote for, and you vote for who you want to vote for. Who they vote for is none of my business, okay? And who you vote for is none of their business. Just vote and stop fighting. Have a blessed day. Love you, and I just want everybody to succeed and be happy. Jesus loves you, and so do I.